Welcome back to another episode of the Debate Room podcast. Jaden is not here, I guess, today. He's kind of here in thought, but not here in flesh. Okay, so, anyways, we've been growing a lot recently. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast and like the video before we even get started to the video, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. I think we are about 470 subscribers right now on YouTube. I'm trying to hit 500 really, really soon. We've been growing at a crazy rate, so I'm looking past 500. I'm looking at 1,000. That was like my goal for our first year. We did not come close to that at all, so I definitely want to get that back going and continue to grow. So before we even get started, though, let me ask my co-host how their day is going. It is Thursday, about the end of the week. The college students are on spring break. I think Max already had a spring break. Me and Jaden about to go on the spring break.
Yeah, I had mine last week, but the weather's beautiful here, so I can't complain too much. Weather's super nice. The sun's out, so it's been a good day. I can't complain too much.
Q, how you doing, man?
Same. I actually just got rushed back in. Could be, but I can't complain.
Okay. First topic though is Russell Wilson. He got released by the Broncos after what was it, 2 seasons? Playing with the Broncos. Obviously, spent all those years in Seattle. So the question is, what's the next destination for us personally? And then we're gonna just dive into what's next for the Broncos heading into the future, because they did take a $85 million cap hit, which they're gonna spread over the course of the next 2 seasons. So they're gonna be they're gonna be in a stranglehold for the next 2 seasons, basically, as far as moving money. But I want to start with you, Max. Where do you see Russell Wilson lining up in free agency?
In no way do I think Russell Wilson is still a Super Bowl winning quarterback, playoff winning quarterback like he used to be, obviously. We saw that, and you can blame the situation, but there were times where Russ did not look good. With that being said, I think the only options that actually make sense are teams that are playoff contenders, teams that are like a quarterback away from actually making some noise. You look probably with the 2 options for me, I guess 3, but I'm looking at obviously Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is, I think, the most rumored one. Makes a lot of sense. He's an upgrade over Kenny Pickett, and their team is pretty solid, like all around. You just need a competent quarterback. So if Russ could rekindle some of the stuff he had 3 years ago, I think it could be really beneficial. Tough division, but with how good their defense is, they do have some weapons. They need to bolster up that O-line, though, for sure. That could work. I think if Kirk Cousins leaves, I think Minnesota's an option. Not as glamorous as the other ones. I think that they don't make the playoffs. You have a great target in Justin Jefferson, and you have Jordan Addison. The defense looked a lot better. The O-line looked a lot better last year. There were some bright spots on that team, but I still don't know if you're beating. I mean, no, I'm not. It's not. I don't know. You're not beating the Lions, so you're competing for a wild card spot at best. Last chance, last option, I guess, is kind of like the weird one. Maybe Vegas. I've seen it a little bit. They're in a weird spot right now. I think Russ is a better quarterback than Jimmy G. I don't think that's insane to say at all. You still got Tay. They could go get another running back because you can replace Jacobs. You need to get that O-line up for sure. But what was you looking at? You have Jimmy G over Russ?
For me?
No, Q.
Oh, when you said that, he face like Jimmy G might be better than Russ being a corn, but
No.
I didn't make a face.
Russ is better than Jimmy G. Russ is better than Jimmy G, and that should not be a conversation, but that's fine. I still think that as long as they have Tay, see, that's where you're getting weird. As long as they have Tay, they have Michael Mayer, Jacoby Myers. You have some options for us to throw the ball to. You don't have a quarterback for anyone to get them the ball. So Aiden O'Connell won like a game or 2. Cool. They're drafting someone regardless. So I think Russ could be a decent developmental quarterback. I think there's other ones to get a young guy and work behind. I don't think he's the best. I think Kirk, I think Derek Carr, I think Gino, they're all better guys to learn behind. We know Russ is kind of weird sometimes with his mechanics, with the way he goes about things. So I don't know if you always want to put that onto a young rookie quarterback. But with that being said, he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He doesn't have that experience in the playoffs. He has experience making deep playoff runs. So I think for a young guy, that's always great to hear. So a couple options. I guess make a long story short, I still think the match, Pittsburgh should want Kirk Cousins. But if Russ goes their way, it's not the worst thing in the world. Give Russ a 1-year deal and see what happens.
Q, I'm gonna go to you next. What you think the next spot for us should be? I know you said it in a later a past episode, but things change all the time in the NFL.
I mean, he pretty much hit it on the nail of all the teams. If I was him, I'd definitely try to get to the NFC, Atlanta. Name the one that everybody talking about, Minnesota. You can go there. You trade like Snead or you pay for Snead, get a corner or whatnot. That's our team. I don't believe that the Lions are unbeatable. I said that last year. That the Lions shouldn't be like a lot.
We were having some technical difficulties, but we back. I think Q's internet is a little bit better now, so we're back. Q was talking about where you think what's his name? Russell Wilson should end up this offseason. You can go ahead, Q.
Oh yeah. I was saying he should try to end up in the NFC. That's the easiest division, obviously. I mean, conference. Minnesota's a good spot, especially for cheap, because they can use the rest of their bread on like corner, edge rusher, and whatnot. Tampa sneaky if they don't figure things out with Baker. You feel me? If Baker gets a deal from like Minnesota or the Patriots, he could sneaky go down to Tampa Bay. They still got two weapons. They got a defense. Coaching is a little weird. OC different, but I mean it's still NFC and it's an easy division. But it's not really much spots he could go. Him going to Pittsburgh and wanting to beat him is kind of stupid to me because he'll be the worst quarterback in the division by like a mile. So it's like you're just making your job harder. Like that. Eventually, that Mike Tomlin like little magic is going to wear out, and it might wear out with him, and that's going to make it look even make Russ look even worse. So I just don't want to see him look worse than what he already does right now. So he might as well just find a nice little team, duck off about 4 years in the NFC, win some games, and like try to like revitalize some things.
I ain't gonna lie. You saying he might be the worst quarterback in the division just maybe change the would you rather that we got coming up next, because I actually think it's occasional he might not be the worst, just depending on if someone bounces back next season. I thought he would bounce back this season.
He has upside. Like he has upside. That's why I left it on. I didn't really. Obviously, he's better than Deshaun Watson this year, or he was better than him this year. But Deshaun Watson still got upside. Like we've seen him do some things before, so you just gotta wait and see. As of right now, though, it's not looking too hot.
Personally, I think Russ obviously said he wants to win championships, but I think he should consider just being a bridge quarterback at this point. For one of those teams, maybe like New England, who else gonna be like maybe the Buccaneers. These teams that can draft quarterbacks.
The Broncos.
That's crazy. Teams that can draft teams that can draft quarterbacks in the next few years, possibly. That might be his route. That might be the route for him getting paid, because I think it's a possibility that he can win on the Steelers, like win like a playoff game or something like that, because that's a great team. They have a great coach. They get it done literally every single year, whether who was at quarterback. Also, they got George Pickens there, who was just 1,100 yards on only 60 receptions. You get him the ball more, he can be super productive. They got Najee Harris. If they attack the offensive line in a draft and in free agency, get another corner next to JPJ, that can be a good team. They're not going to be like a contender, but they'll be a good team. So if he wants to keep, trying to win games, and we've seen Cinderella runs. It ain't the craziest thing. I think he's want to be competitive still. If he wants to be competitive, best option is the Steelers, probably. Obviously not going to win the Super Bowl.
I think
winning the Super Bowl is crazy.
Minnesota's the best of both worlds for you. What you're saying, Minnesota thinks the best of both worlds. Bridge quarterback, maybe compete.
That is true. It's NFC. They got great coaching. Defense overperformed last year. Brian Flores is a great DC, so that kind of is true. And they got Justin Jefferson there as well. That's a great weapon to throw to. So that could be a good option for sure. He has a few options, but I think he should stop being unrealistic. And I don't know if he actually believes he can win the Super Bowl still. Maybe he does. He comes off as like saying the right stuff, but I don't know if he actually believes it. Like I feel like that's what the vibe I get from him a lot of times. Watching Russell Wilson.
He believes in himself too much. Like he's too optimistic. That's his problem. Like, and I get like that's a good way to like go about life, but sometimes like you got to be realistic. Like sometimes he's too optimistic when he has to just be realistic, and that be the disconnect between him and his teammates, or him and his coach, him and the OC, him and whoever it is. It's just like, yeah, that's all cool, but like come back to earth.
All right, that's lucky enough just to talk about where he's going to go. Russ is a Hall of Fame quarterback, and hopefully he's able to end his career on the right path, because the last few years has been terrible. I don't know if any other Hall of Fame quarterbacks has ended like this. Basically, I think even Brett Favre maybe, but he kind of had some good years on the tail end, where I think they made like a championship game, if I'm not mistaken.
So Brett Favre's last couple of years wasn't bad. He only got injured. It wasn't like bad play.
Let's talk about the flip side. Is what's next for the Broncos? I seen they cut Simmons today, one of the best safeties. Probably going to trade Jerry Jeudy in the next few weeks for like a day 2, day 3 pick. Where do you want to see that team go, and what direction should they go? Obviously, having to eat this dead cap over the next 2 seasons. I'll start with you.
There's nothing for them to do. That's the problem. Like, they're probably like cutting Simmons. They're probably just getting to like dead even with the cap space for this year, and that's gonna obviously change when they bring in their draft picks and whatnot. Their window like is not gonna open up till 3 years from now. So they just have to make sure they hit on all their draft picks. That's like in the NFL. That's like damn near impossible. You have to hit on a quarterback, which they're going to get the QB 4, 5, or 6, whoever he is. Not going to be a hit. They have to hit on wide receiver again because they're not going to have wide receiver. They're going to hit on O-line. They're going to have to hit on corner, safety. Like, they have too many holes to fill in too little of a time. And by the time Russ money gets off the books, they're going to have to pay everybody else that they drafted if they're paying them. So, like, they're just going to be in hell probably for, like, the next 5 years.
What do you think, Max?
I agree. They're in absolute hell. I think maybe for the next 1 or 2 years, I think if Denver wants to do anything, it is you're tanking for the next Caleb. And unfortunately, I don't think we know who that is yet. So I think you're trying to get the next Caleb. I know everyone's got them going JJ this round or this draft. Maybe you love JJ. You have years to develop. But at the end of the day, that division is so stuck. Like, you could be the Chargers and you got to beat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy to win that division, and it won't be for a long time. And they're in, like, no place to where they can retool and get back out there and have a chance at beating Pat Mahomes in the division. So you're competing for a wild card seat at best. And at that point in time, you're still competing with the Ravens and the Bengals and the Texans or the Jags. Like, there's a lot of good teams in the AFC. And even the mid teams look so much better than what Denver is right now. So
what you looking crazy for Q?
I don't know.
You left off a team that got a top 3 quarterback.
I'm just saying.
Are you talking about the Bills?
What
like, the Bills?
What we doing, bro?
Why are we acting like I said every single team? I didn't say a lot of teams. I didn't say the Dolphins. I didn't say the Jets.
The issue is that's not one of those teams that you should just not say. Like, it's almost you went Jags.
Have them winning the division. I said wild card teams. I'm going for wild card teams. When were the Bills a wild card team?
But then you said Ravens and Bengals.
I don't know who's going to win the division. They've both been wild card teams the past couple of years.
Yeah,
won the division. So the Bills have not been a wild card team.
Healthy Lamar is not a wild card team.
You got to see what they do in the offseason.
Healthy Lamar has never been a wild card team.
That is true.
As healthy Joe Burrow?
Yes.
Twice. First year he was it was like 9-8 or something.
No, the first year
the first year made the playoffs. The first year made the playoffs.
Yeah, they were 10-7, but they played in the wild card. They didn't have a bye. Or you just mean like win the division in general? And they still only won the division because LeBron got hurt.
I thought they won the division like twice or something. Anyways,
they won the division one time.
It is really not that deep. I was not trying to leave out the Bills like it was some crazy thing. We'll talk about them later.
All right.
Yeah, the AFC is just tough, and to be mid is even too low. Like, and they suck. So there's nothing going for the Broncos right now.
I agree with y'all. I think they're about 3 or 4 years away. Next year's draft class, as far as quarterback, is not looking to be great so far. Obviously, still a lot of time, but I don't think they're going to get like a home run quarterback in next year's draft. As much as I like Shador, I'm not that high on Quinn Ewers either. This year, I don't think they should draft quarterback in the first, second, or probably third, unless like somebody slips. let's say JJ slips to the second round, you definitely do it then. But with number 12, they definitely should be taking an edge rusher or a tackle or a corner or something like that. Something where they need to fill the needs.
I'm not gonna lie. Trading down might not be a bad option.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
But
definitely
it's
not
like,
bad option.
But the thing is, at 12, nobody really wants 12. Like 12, not like a, you feel me? It's not gonna be nobody that they're gonna want to move up that they can't get for like equal value where they at, unless somebody wants JJ or Bo Nix or something like that. But you could probably get another first round pick and another second. You feel me? Just by moving down, hopefully. Then you could do that. If they find a way to do that, then yeah. But they just got to trade. They got to get draft picks. They just got to get draft picks and get a bunch of prospects and just hope they hit.
I think they have a lot of holes to fill for sure. There's no one on this team that I think is like really good besides Patrick Surtain. I think you can get something for Jerry Jeudy. They have a good running game. They have good run blocking on the offensive line, but they're paying like two of the offensive linemen like $40 million combined. It's ridiculous. So this team has been mismanaged a lot. It's obviously going to be on hindsight. Like the Russell Wilson deal is crazy because obviously how great he was in Seattle, but we here now, and that was a bad move. So they have a long way to go, but they should just start fresh, strip everything down, and just try to draft well, try to keep whatever good players they have, find it fast, and pay them players and keep them around. That's what they need to do. But we can really move on to the Russell Wilson would you rather. All right. I'm going to give y'all 5 names, and y'all tell me would you rather Russell Wilson or this quarterback? Going into next year, by the way. First name up is Deshaun Watson.
Russell Wilson.
Go ahead, Matt.
See, I agree with what you were saying earlier he's got a better ceiling. What we've seen from Deshaun in Cleveland is nasty. And I think situation matters. So it's like, who's going to be better, the Browns or the Steelers? If he goes there, I'm going to take the Browns still because I think the Browns are just a better built team. If I'm starting...
Bro, it's Deshaun Watson, bro. What are we talking about? 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 Please, what are we talking about?
Someone get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah.
I don't think it's that clear either.
Huh? I don't think it is either.
I don't think it's that clear.
Like, I don't know what Deshaun can do in one season to make like I'll go Deshaun. I'll go Deshaun.
I don't think it's clear. Like I'm not saying it's clear, but based off what I seen last season, obviously I'm going Russ. I'm gonna just go. What have you done for me lately? Deshaun ain't do nothing for me yet.
Yeah,
in a Browns uniform.
I'll go Deshaun.
I'm going Russell Wilson as well. Deshaun hasn't been good in like a long time now. Whether it's been because he hasn't been on the field or his play on the field, he looked really, really bad. He looked like really, really, really bad last year.
Yeah.
The last time Deshaun Watson was good was the last time Russell Wilson was good. Yeah, remember that.
2020 or 2021?
2020. 2020.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous.
All right, next name up is Brock Purdy.
Give me Brock Purdy, I guess.
Give me Brock Purdy.
I'm definitely taking Brock Purdy. I'm definitely taking Brock Purdy, and I've been labeled a Brock Purdy hater in the past, but what he can do outside of Jaden, what you like to say, Jaden?
I'm just saying it's Brock Purdy for sure. I thought there was gonna be some pushback on that.
No, it's Brock.
But it's Brock Purdy for sure. Bro.
No, it's Brock Purdy for sure.
Is Russ taking the Niners to the Super Bowl?
No.
Anybody could do that. To be honest,
I don't think
Russ is not taking the Niners to the Super Bowl.
No, because anybody couldn't do it last year. Anyone couldn't do it last year.
Any starting quarterback could have took him to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
I think a lot of quarterbacks could take him to the Super Bowl. I don't think Russell Wilson is one of them.
Because
to be honest, I don't think Russell was a good starting quarterback last year. Obviously, the numbers said so, but I think Sean Payton. Well, actually, never mind, because Sean Payton kind of micromanaged him, and Kyle Shanahan would have been able to do the same thing. Never mind. I see what you're saying. But anyways, I'm taking Brock Purdy though, for sure. Just because I think what he can do outside the pocket is just better than what Russ can do now at this point. Like Russ, athleticism is all the way gone. It is. It's all the way gone. I'm not talking about
you, bro. Yeah, never mind. Go
ahead. Anyway, all right. Next name, Baker Mayfield.
Baker elevated his team. That team is not elevated like what Baker did if Russ is there. It's Baker.
I don't know if he elevated his team. I think his coordinator elevated. I think his coordinator elevated him.
I don't care. Baker
coordinator elevated him.
You have to care though. You have to care though, because Baker did not go to a bad situation, bro. Like, the Tampa Bay has been the best team in that division, literally.
Understand, but at the
3 years in a row before him.
At the time, was Denver looked at as a bad situation?
People were just wrong. No, people were just wrong.
For what?
They were wrong about the team.
About Denver.
The Bucks still had a defense. I'm saying the Buccaneers, the Big ain't do nothing for he didn't make the Buccaneers good. Like, the Buccaneers were pretty much what they were last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. Like, Baker ain't elevate that team at all. They stayed where they were at.
I think Canales elevated Baker for sure. He brought him back. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
He elevated Baker, but Baker didn't elevate the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I agree. Me? I'm definitely taking Baker though. He's proven to be better as of late. And I think he'll be better going forward as well. So I'm taking Baker. All right, next name is Geno Smith.
Give me Russell Wilson, bro. I'm tired of niggas in this. Excuse my language. I'm tired of this Geno Smith nonsense, bro. Bro was an 8-year bust.
I'm taking.
It was an 8-year bust. Got good because of Dave Canales, and then now he's bad again. So come on, let's be for real.
I'm taking Russell Wilson too. I'm sorry, I'm taking Russell Wilson. Like, Geno was, I don't even know what the word is last year, but I'm taking Russ.
It's I don't think it's clear. I don't think it's clear, honestly. I think
Seahawks fans would rather have Russ than Geno, obviously.
No, they would not.
Yes.
No, they would not.
Yes.
No, they would
yes.
not. No,
yes.
they would not.
I have experience. I know one Seahawks fan, and he wants Russ over Geno, so that's all I got. Shooting 100% from the line.
It's kind of hard because Canales. I think Canales clearly elevated Geno, and he took a real step down like this year. Also think he was kind of going through some injuries, that sort of thing. So I don't know.
Look at his receiving core.
I get it, man. I get it. It's kind of hard to say without knowing where Russ is going to go next year. It really is. It kind of really is, because he can go into a situation where it's not good, and then Geno clearly be better than him.
All right.
I'm taking Geno. I can't lie. I think just over the last 2 seasons, what they've shown, I'm taking Geno. I still don't think Russell was that good last year, to be honest. I don't think he was.
To be honest, you could probably skip the last one. It's disrespectful you put these 2 names in the same category.
I don't think it's disrespectful, actually.
I think
last name is Derek Carr.
Oh, sorry. You took out Jared Goff?
I did, yeah.
Good. Okay. I told you Derek Carr. Yeah,
Russell Wilson.
You took out Jared Goff.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's Russ. It's Russ.
Thank you for your input, Jaden. Thank you. Smacks, who you got, bro?
I've been a Derek Carr fan for his entire career. I've always thought Derek Carr is a good quarterback. Unfortunately, I think those years are past him. If I have to start a team today, I'm probably going to go with Russ. It's not. I don't think it's as whatever as we're saying it is. I think it's a little more of a conversation. Derek Carr looked really bad at times, but I still believe Derek Carr has something left in the tank.
I'm going with Russ. Derek Carr is terrible. I can't lie. He is god awful. Like, if you watched the Saints last year, he is very
no.
Especially in the red zone. The red zone was crazy last year. Like, it was ridiculous.
Max, what are you talking about? See, before this episode started, When we were listing off the names, first off, having Jared Goff on here is absolutely disgusting. I'm happy you changed that up.
I put Derek Carr in here. I was the one
No,
to put Derek Carr in here.
I said Jared Goff. Oh yeah, I see what
know.
you're saying.
I said put Derek Carr in the would you rather.
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. But I feel like if there was any type of clearing,
Russ.
Max, if there's any type of clearing, it's this one. Like for sure.
Yeah. I took Russ, did I not? At the
Yeah,
end of the day, I did take Russ.
It took you a long time to get to the right answer.
It was shorter. It was shorter time than Deshaun and Russ.
All right. That's it for Russell Wilson. Good luck to him on his next endeavors. Wherever that may be. But Saquon Barkley is another person on the move, a superstar running back, probably a top 3-4 running back in the NFL. Where do you guys think he should end up next year? What would be the best situation for him as far as production, as far as winning a championship? What's the next landing spot for Saquon Barkley?
Let me go first.
Houston.
Okay.
No, go first.
It's okay. I was just gonna probably disagree. I was gonna say number one, honestly, might be the Cowboys. I think if you add an elite rusher, Tony Pollard was not that this year at all. I think Tyron Smith gone? Is that who they lost this year? They lost him.
Mm-hmm.
So they obviously got to beef up their own line, but their own line always seems to be solid. I don't know what you're doing with Dak, but you can't pay Dak and pay Saquon. That's just too much money going into players who get injured all the time. I would love for Saquon to go to Chicago. Just don't know if it's going to happen. I think Dallas, when you're looking at contenders and like who has money to spend, I think Dallas, right? Dallas being one. I think it'd be fun to put him in a team like Buffalo, but they don't need him at this point in time. James Cook was solid. So I'd say Dallas.
It's not really that important, but Dak does not get injured all the time. That's like actually kind of false. He got his leg broke on some random nonsense. Other than that, he's been pretty much there every game.
He missed 5 games last season, I believe.
Yeah, another freak. Aaron Donald banged his helmet went into his finger. You feel me? And he wanted to play through it. Like they made him, they made him sit out. He was gonna play through the injury the whole time. The point, Saquon, you can't. He's gonna command the most money out of all the running backs, and he's not the running back that you should go get for Dallas specifically. But they're not gonna spend that money on Saquon because they need to spend money elsewhere. For all that, they might as well just draft some running backs and run like that. Houston, they have the need for him. They have the money for him regardless. It's not going to hurt them to pay Saquon $10 million. Like, it's at all. Like, they can give him $20 million for 2 years, 8 guaranteed or whatever it is, and they'll be fine. If he's not good, they still got 3 running backs and they stable. And that adds to the weapons. Instead of getting them another wide receiver, you get them a great rusher and a great pass catch out the backfield and make, CJ's load a little bit lighter. Because this year, obviously, he's going to have a first-place schedule. It's obviously going to be harder. You got to make it easier. He's still a young quarterback. It's his second year. They got film on him. So you do everything you can to make it, easier for him. See, they signed Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz and Saquon, those are 2 positions that, are quarterback's best friends, especially a young quarterback. So I think Houston's the move all the way.
I would say Houston is a good spot if you want to get paid for sure. But he's getting up there in age for a running back, especially. I would say if he wants to win, go to Philadelphia. I don't know. He's not going to get the biggest bag in Philadelphia, but I think he can have an impact like CMC did for San Francisco. And it's going to be one of the first times he has like a great offensive line. Obviously, Jason Kelce retired, so they're going to have to fill that hole. But I think they're going to still be pretty good in Philadelphia. And I think he had the same effect that CMC had. He can really make a good offense, a great offense, Super Bowl level offense. And they're going to probably still have a decent enough team if they can draft well and maybe do some stuff in free agency where he can win a Super Bowl with the Eagles. So I think they should target him for sure. Go ahead.
If you wanted to be CMC type impact, why not put him with the dude that was with CMC? You feel me? With Bobby Slowick. You feel me? You might as well just put him with that. They running the same offense.
Oh.
Bobby Slowick runs the same offense. You You might as well get him Saquon. It'll be the same thing. They have other needs. They shouldn't want to be paying a running back at all. Like, not even close. And their offensive line is not going to be that good this year. Trust me. Like, it's going to be. It's not. They're not going to be bad, but they're not going to be good. So it's not going to really benefit Saquon. But I understand they still need a running back. They run it by stable. They don't really run like bell cow backs in Philly. So it's like it's kind of be a weird fit, especially if you're going to pay him that money, but he's not going to produce for that money.
I think it was a lot of same stuff said about San Francisco, where they kind of ran by a community. They was having running backs, having great seasons in and out of there, but then CMC just turned them up. Also, I think like I preface it by saying he wanted to win. I don't think if you add him to the Texans, they're Super Bowl contenders. I don't think they are.
But you have something to say, Max?
I would a little bit, I guess. Staying in the NFC is huge. Staying in the NFC, there are too many contenders in the AFC. Especially if you do not have CJ Stroud's a great quarterback, but he's not Pat Mahomes right now. So I don't know if they can have another great run, historic run. I still think CJ is a year or two away from being like gonna beat Patrick Mahomes because you know what I'm saying. Like I still don't know if it makes them dead set contenders. If you go to a team in the NFC, I think minuscule jumps in the NFC can obviously put you in front of Detroit, can put you in front of potentially San Francisco. That's obviously a bigger gap, but it is easier to make the Super Bowl in the NFC than the AFC. So I think if he stays in the NFC, that's a little more helpful for him.
Yeah, that's enticing. But like, if it's going to be an NFC, it's going to be a team, it would be the Cowboys instead of the Eagles for me, because the Cowboys, in my opinion, are better than the Eagles. They have a better quarterback, in my opinion. Probably a better coach. Offensive line is not what it used to be, but they probably still grade out. It's still a top 10 O-line. So, and their weapons aren't better than the Eagles, so it's like then Saquon's not going to have the most space that he would have, but it still worked better in his favor if he was just with the better players. But Houston, the thing with them, they have a lot of money, so like they can be a competing team right away. You feel me? They add a couple more pieces on the defense, they'll be a competing team right away. Obviously, they're not going to be able to beat Kansas City and whatnot, whoever's at the top, but they're still competing while also getting paid. It's not like they're not going to compete. But if it's like you want to compete, and like really get to the Super Bowl, then you stay in the NFC, but you're going to have to sacrifice on the money. And I don't think he wants to sacrifice that much on the money because he already did that twice.
All right, Max, this is your you want to take control of this segment. So make sure you introduce it, you know what I'm saying? But you go ahead, man. It's on you.
All right, so we have a blind ranking, but this time of NFL running backs going into the 2024-25 season. You guys all good? We all know how blind rankings go, Jaden? We're good? You know how blind rankings go?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jaden, you're not talking, please mute. There you go. You got background noise in there. Thank you.
All right. First name is Tony Pollard.
I think we should put him at either 3 or 4.
4.
4 is safe.
4 for sure. 4 for sure.
4. Next up, we have Aaron Jones.
Oh, well, he's got to go at 3. He's better than Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
I think so. So let's put him at 3.
Yeah. All right. He had 3.
Do you think he should be? Hold on. Let's calm down here. Do you think he should be at 5? Anybody think he should be at 5?
No, but I feel like Max is gonna do some stupid.
Okay, so so you think he should put him at 2? Like,
nah, 3 is safe, but I just feel like Max gonna try to.
He is smiling a lot. He's smiling crazy right now. So I think he.
But let's be safe and put him 3.
I already put him 3. Just put him 3.
All right, so you have Tony Pollard at 4, Aaron Jones at 3.
Yep.
All right, next up you have Derrick Henry.
2. Yeah, we put him at 2. It's you can get better than Derrick Henry. There's some running backs in the league, CMC, Saquon, players like that. Still better than Derrick Henry.
Huh? We're good. No issues.
Wait. I think you might have to. You might have to put him at 1. We might have to put him at 1 Because I like the way nah. We got him.
I feel like we made a mistake putting Aaron Jones 3.
His poker face is not.
Yes, we did.
His poker face is not good.
Yes, we did. Yeah, yes, we did.
How?
We definitely we should never did that. I don't know why we did that, but I just left it alone because I didn't feel like arguing. Past 2 years, Aaron Jones has not been better than Tony Pollard, like not even close. But whatever. Next name.
Wait a minute.
You making that face?
Wait,
you making that face?
So where's Derrick Henry going? Where is Derrick Henry going? Where's Derrick Henry going?
He was okay. I guess whatever.
Where's Derrick Henry?
No. Pause it right here because this just gonna get edited out anyway on the TikTok. What you mean, whatever?
No, I think Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones is a better player than Tony Pollard.
Let me. Hold on. Stop talking.
Okay.
1,100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then 650 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Who is that?
Because that's Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I mean he
Past
goes
2
to
years,
injuries.
He had about 1,700 yards.
He goes to injury a lot, but on he goes.
That ain't my fault. That's not my fault.
He goes to injuries a lot, but on a efficiency basis, I think Tony Pollard's pretty efficient too. But I'm definitely taking Aaron Jones. Like that's not even a thought. I think he's better than him. Last year too, he was just injured.
He had 2 touchdowns.
Where's Derrick Henry going? Where is Derrick Henry going? Latif, to be honest, I put this name in here because I know how you feel about Derrick Henry.
Too.
All right, we put Derrick Henry at 2, bro. Whatever. Let's put Derrick Henry at 2.
Next up, Kyren Williams.
He's at 5.
I mean, he had a good year, but we don't know if he's gonna do it again. I'm fine with that.
And according to the debate room, the number 1 overall running back is, I guess, last up is Devon Achane.
See, I knew he
was gonna do something stupid.
What?
So we could have put Derrick Henry at 1, and then it would have been that bad putting Kyren at 2. Honestly, based on the season he just had. So
I thought you guys would. That's why I put Kyren later on because I thought you could honestly put him higher.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, we failed it, but
so go through your final order. Who's at 1?
1 is Devon Achane. Number 2 is Derrick Henry. Number 3 is Aaron Jones. Number 4 is Tony Pollard. Number 5 is Kyren Williams, I believe.
And if you had to re-rank?
If I had to re-rank, it would be Derrick Henry 1. 2. Who do we have 2?
You got Kyren, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, and Achane. You got Kyren 2?
I think we had Aaron. I think we had. Oh no. Okay, so I would put Aaron Jones 2, Tony Pollard 3, right?
Kyren 4, Achane 5.
Yes. Yep. All right. This is really Q's topic. This is really Q's topic, but congratulations, Max. You feel with us. Well, I kind of knew what you was doing. I knew we should put on 1, but this is really Q's topic. The Bills cut or traded a lot of key pieces. Well, I guess some of the offensive line pieces weren't key. They can replace those players, but they cut Jordan Poyer. They cut Tre'Davious White, 2 of the best players on the defense over the last 5 seasons or so. So, what do you feel about those moves, Q? And what's the direction of the team going forward?
Based on everything they've done, they don't want nobody on their roster over the age of 28 unless they've been there already and they're still producing at a high level. Obviously, that meant the players that got cut for a reason. Mitch Morse wasn't really good last year. Tre'Davious White has played 20 games in the past 3 years out of 40-something, 50-something. Poyer's just getting older. Last year he wasn't really a factor in the run game. Micah Hyde was already a free agent. Everybody else was playing. Deontay Hardy was just a random pickup. Everybody that got lost was pretty much really replaceable. And the money that got freed up, they can literally fill those holes. Von Miller doing what he did, that helps because now it's either you're going to produce or you're just not going to get paid. That's on you. You can bring back Leonard Floyd. You can go get a safety off the market. Quandre Diggs is going to be cheaper. I don't like Jamal Adams, but if they want Jamal Adams as a sub linebacker package, obviously they need extra linebackers over there in Buffalo. They can use Jamal Adams. You could get C.J. Gardner-Johnson. There's a lot of options at safety. You could get Darius Williams at corner off the open market. He got released for a reason. And then the rest, they got a bunch of draft picks. So they can get their wide receiver 2. They can get their DB of the future. They can get their D lineman. They can get another tackle or guard or center, whoever they want in the draft. Their top 4 picks, they can pretty much get a starter. And then they just going to fill in the rest with, like, 5, little deals or whatnot. They're just trying to, like, retool while also trying to get under the cap because they know next year they're going to have, like, an extra $40 million to play with. And the year after that, they're going to have about $80 million. So the same place like the Bengals are in right now, they're going to be there in 2 years with that $80 million. And the Bengals are going to be the ones with bad cap space. Not to use the Bengals as a measuring stick, but the Bengals have a lot of cap space this year because they had a lot of free agents. They let a lot of people go or not bring a lot of people back just so they can have money to get better. The Bills are going to have a chance to do that 2 years from now. They still have Josh Allen, so they still going to be able to compete. I still think they're going to be probably going to go into the division next year and win it regardless. They just got to fill things around the edges. It looks bad now because of the names, but the production didn't match the names. So people shouldn't get too caught up on Mitch Morrison, Trey White, and Jordan Poyer. They're not who they were 2-3 years ago.
I'll kind of take it, Max, before you go. I think the Bills should follow the model of the Kansas City Chiefs. They have these old players who were productive at one point, but were actually getting overpaid for the production that they were producing. So I think they should draft young, worry about offense in the 2nd or 3rd round as far as wide receivers, because this wide receiver class is pretty good. So you're going to get a good wide receiver, especially playing with Josh Allen. Already got Stephon Diggs, and you already have some pieces of offense. Draft wide receiver in the 2nd and 3rd round. You want to draft defense, cornerback, especially maybe an edge rusher. Could possibly go in O-line, something like that. Fill around the edges with young talent, so when they produce, you can end up paying them later, and then when you pay them, it's worth it. That's the best way to build a Super Bowl team, I think, right now. And you have arguably a top 3 quarterback, probably a top 3 quarterback in the NFL right now for sure with Josh Allen. So build around the edges, and that's going to be the best way, I think, to compete and get, past Kansas City whenever they do. If they do, probably, I mean, it's Mahomes. Come on now. But, go ahead, Max.
You get me so upset, bro. I just want to slap this shit. Like, I just want to slap you. Like, you get me so upset.
What did I do?
Probably a top 3 quarterback is ridiculous. Like, that's just
honestly
ridiculous.
I have Josh Allen top 3. What are you doing? I have Josh Allen top 3, bro. It's a conversation between him and Lamar.
That nasty. I don't want that nasty propaganda on like. It's not probably a top 3 quarterback. He's a top 2 quarterback. If we being totally honest, I don't give a damn about the MVP. We know who throws better. Like, we know who plays quarterback. We know who plays quarterback better like than everybody else. Not named Mahomes. It's Josh Allen. I don't know why we're doing this.
Justin Herbert.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's an argument between Lamar, I think, because he's had the better
and in the playoffs. In the playoffs, it's not even close. Regular season, it's close. In the playoffs, it's not even close. Like, Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the playoffs from a statistical standpoint, not named Patrick Mahomes. Literally in the past 4 years. You don't have to look at the numbers. There's nobody touching his numbers outside of Patrick Mahomes at all. Like not even close.
I mean, I didn't think that was disrespectful. I mean,
I do think like you have to have a conversation with healthy Joe Burrow too. Like, let's not be crazy. Healthy Joe Burrow.
I would agree.
Like,
I would agree.
Healthy Joe Burrow has to be. I think top three currently should be Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar. But I do think a conversation needs to be had about Joe Burrow when he's healthy. Like, you can't talk about him. I don't think a conversation needs to be had, but someone can debate it. He's the only one out of the 3 to beat Mahomes. He's the only one out of the 3 to beat Mahomes and make it to a Super Bowl.
Oh, I mean, congratulations. I mean, that's fine.
What? How many times did Josh Allen
did you actually? I want people to understand. I don't look at the record of the games that they won. I want you to go back and watch the games. Go watch those. Go watch those playoff games.
Yeah, the way they win.
Go watch some playoff games. Those games got ended because defenses got picks, like literally picks in the 4th quarter on game-winning drives every time, bro. Like, that's how that game was won. That's like he didn't really do much in the playoffs, like at all. His best playoff game was the game against Buffalo. Like that was his best playoff game. Everything else was pretty mediocre. It wasn't good. Their defense, they paid for defense because he was on a rookie deal, and their defense showed up when they needed to. They were pretty okay defense in the regular season. In the playoffs, they turned it up. Like Joe Burrow, he didn't perform crazy in the playoffs. He didn't perform crazy in the regular season. Like that just didn't happen. We taking the he beat Mahomes tag and just running with it. Like, all right, that just means he's better. Like he's up there. He's top 2.
I get you, but Josh Allen has had how many times? How many times Josh Allen had to beat him and has not been able to do it?
Josh Allen has played well enough to beat Patrick Mahomes on numerous occasions.
Understand, but just hasn't happened.
I get it. Defense makes plays.
That means, listen, there's no game that Joe Burrow played against Mahomes that was better than a game that Josh Allen played against Mahomes. But the team still lost. That doesn't mean that Joe Burrow is better than him because he beat Mahomes. That's not what that means. Like there's no game, no stat, no throw, no film that tell you that Joe Burrow played a better game than Josh Allen against Mahomes, bro. The team just won.
Get you, but at some point in time, like how many times they met in the playoffs? 3. Mahomes and Allen met 3 times. Like, and I get it. The overtime game was crazy, huh?
Yeah, the Chiefs and the Bengals met twice. Yeah, it's 1-1.
1-1. That's fine. I'm saying, like, at some point in time, like, I get it. The defenses and Mahomes or whatever. Josh Allen has still not beat him. He is 2. I'm not saying he's not 2. Josh Allen is 2 in the league right now. I'm not denying that. I'm not anything. Josh Allen is 2. But I'm just saying at some point in time, like, he can't beat Mahomes. That's the biggest game. That's what I was going to get to is they had the chance.
So that puts him at what? If he can't beat the best quarterback in the league, but he could be, what that put him at?
I literally said to put him at 2. I literally just said to put him at 2. I said Burrow in a conversation for top 3. I'm not even fighting about that. I'm just saying you got to have a conversation about top 3.
The thing about the him versus Lamar, a healthy Lamar wins the division. As I said before, like I said earlier, and I said it before when we were doing it. If they're both healthy, Lamar 9 times out of 10 is winning the division. Like he showed he could do that. It's just not gonna happen. Like the best Burrow could probably get in that division. Maybe this year is different because they're about to spend a lot of money. But Lamar healthy, he's not doing anything in the division, bro.
I get that you like the Bengals offense is great, but was this not Lamar's like best team or maybe the best team either quarterback has had? This was the Ravens' year. Like this
wasn't the best team.
What is the conversation going on right now? I'm so confused.
I'm just trying to say Burrow should be in conversation of top 3 quarterbacks when he's fully healthy. If we see him fully healthy, if Joe Burrow goes back to what he was doing before he got injured, I think he should be in conversation for top 3.
I don't think he's better than Lamar. I really don't. It's not really much of an argument.
But
for
is
him
there
to be
a conversation?
Better than, I don't know. It's only because Lamar is shortcoming in the playoffs, but Lamar is better than him in the regular season. That's pretty standard.
Nice. What's your top 3?
I think. Hold on. Let me.
Like I said, my current top 3. My current top 3 is Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar. That's what I said at the end of this year.
So why did you say Herbert?
Because I was trolling.
Oh, okay.
You do that a lot. Justin Herbert's my favorite quarterback in the NFL. He's 5.
I just think Lamar and Allen elevate their teams more than Burrow. I just feel like they really do. They really do.
Fair. Their offense, but yeah, I do think, especially with their O-line for their Super Bowl run was not good. But can I get into my Bills thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
My biggest. So first of all Bills fans around the world, they might have one of the toughest jobs in the history of sports. Like it is always just like I don't know. It's tough to be a Bills fan. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm a Bears fan saying that, but they could not put it together the easy way. With Allen on the rookie contract, piecing together other superstars with him. So now they have to go out and win it the hard way. Piecing together, making good draft picks, finding guys in the minimum. By no means is their Super Bowl window closed. As long as you have Josh Allen, it'll still be open. You just have to get over that hump of beating Mahomes. I agree with what Latif said. You have to draft really well. When you look at the Chiefs, Trent McDuffie, great pick. Their defense is full of great picks. Rashee Rice, obviously really helpful them this year. Their running back room has been very helpful in the draft. For other Super Bowl runs, their O-line has looked great. they have made good draft picks. Buffalo needs to do that and do it cheaply. Kincaid looked really good this year. Gabe Davis is gone, correct? He's a free agent right now?
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
coming back.
The Bills haven't
Davis-
made bad draft picks. Like,
I get you, but I'm saying now you have to make better
picks.
ones because you don't have all pros and stuff to
Yeah.
cover up for it. You know what I'm saying? Micah
Yeah.
Hyde.
Yeah,
Jordan Poyer's gone.
I understand
Trey
what you're
White's
saying.
gone. Like, you got to now draft. You got to get Trent McDuffie because you have no more. Who's your CB1 right now?
Rasul Douglas.
He's all right. He's good.
He was on the Packers. He was good on the Packers like what, 3 years ago or 2 years ago? That was like his big year with the
Last
He was
Packers.
on the Packers.
That was last year.
He's been pretty good. Like since he's been on the Packers, he was good for the Bills last year.
So I think you have to look. You have, especially with the receiver deep draft class. You might look to trade Stephon Diggs at this point in time. I'm sorry. If you can get a pick,
that's not even possible.
Like,
that's not even
I'm
possible.
sorry.
Isn't his cap hit crazy?
Like,
Isn't his cap hit like super?
Yeah, that's I don't.
You say for
I
another
want you
team,
to stop saying
to take him?
No, I want you to understand that's not possible to trade Stephon Diggs. There's nothing to be sorry. Like it's literally. I'm not even trying to shut you down. Like I'm not trying to call you stupid, but that's stupid. Like it's impossible to do that.
You're saying like why? Like why? Because they don't want to, or the money wise, it's not even never going to work out.
The money is not gonna. You cannot take a $50 million cap hit, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be
like you can't. Like that's not even an option. If that was an option, that would have been done last year. It's not.
Yeah,
an option.
I understand that. It's the drama and stuff that's gone on with the team. Like it's not even him. It's sometimes just set up by the media itself. It's
they can wait. Obviously. They can wait a year. I think they can wait a year, and the cap is lower, right? If they wait a year, so I don't know.
They got it. It's unfortunate because they can't keep waiting. Like you got to start putting stuff together now. So, drafting someone now, I think James Cook is the one piece right now that you're like, okay, looking forward. Like he's probably gonna stick around for a while. You have Kincaid. I assume you keep Knox. You got to get another receiver. You just got to draft well, and I don't know.
You can't trade Knox either.
He has cap hit too.
Knox can't get traded either.
Why?
Between his cap hit is not a cap hit you want for a tight end. You feel me? So nobody's gonna take that. Nobody's like gonna trade that. Like nobody's gonna want to like take him back. Plus the Bills not gonna try to eat that, so they might as well just keep him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
I don't think
you're not saying dumb things, but it's like the situation doesn't call for it, so it's just not gonna happen. So you got to keep Diggs. And even if keeping Diggs is not an issue, he's still at his best. He's still a top 5 receiver. You feel me? He just had half of that backslide of the end of the season. Half of that is new OC and they changed their philosophy. Half of that is just him dropping a ball and being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm pretty sure you could figure that out. People don't just like stop, you don't keep up drops if they've never been a person that dropped the ball. Like that's maybe something was going on.
Latif, you love Nico Collins, correct?
I do.
Nico Collins in a second-round pick for Stephon Diggs.
No.
For whose side?
Both of them. I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I don't think.
I'm just saying, like, I think the Texans need to find a way.
The Texans aren't in any rush. They have Tank Deal. I wouldn't do it.
The Bills need to find a way to cut money and be able to, like, make that stretch so much farther. And I get it. You're saying it can't happen. That's fine. Yeah, no, I understand. That's fine.
Yeah, they cannot.
So look for the future, though.
Saying that means nothing. Like, they're trading away Stephon Diggs to bring in Nico Collins to pay Diggs and Collins at the same time. Like, that's what you're telling them. All right, we're gonna not have Diggs.
I understand.
Our roster is gonna be paid like we have him, and we're gonna bring on Nico Collins. It just won't happen. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I'm not going from the 5th best receiver or 6th best receiver to the 20th best receiver, bro. I'm not doing that.
That's the only player on that team that is like, you might say valuable, but like
I don't think the Bills should be in any rush. I think what you're doing next is you're making them want to rush. They're not should be in any rush. Like they're going to be the best team in their division. Aaron Rodgers,
I was just gonna say you threw Aaron Rodgers so fast.
But anyways, they project to be the best team in the division because for years to come. They have Josh Allen. They have the 2nd best quarterback in the NFL. So they should not be in any rush. They just have to build around the margins. What you're doing is too drastic, and that's how teams end up in the Broncos situation. But yeah, or the situation they're in right now, where they're paying Von Miller this great amount of money, had to restructure his contract, and he's just terrible now, and they have to still pay him. So you gotta be more patient. Is what I was saying. So.
because
I'm going to
trading
cut
him is
out.
not top. Like,
My bad.
like, go ahead.
I'm going to cut out the mock, and we're going to end the episode with a little wind down. You know, I have NFL teams with Madden ratings. Back again. They did really well. I'm going to put them on the screen. So, all right. Yo, Jaden. Back about the screen like that, bro. Anyways. All right. First thing I'm going to go with Q on this one. Tell me what team this is based on their skill positions, Madden ratings. If you're watching this video, pause it right now and comment a guess. Don't cheat. Go ahead, Q. What team you think?
Definitely not quarterback tight end. Who got great wide receivers? It's crazy because I got Madden on right now. Give me 15 seconds. I'll figure this out.
All right, you cool.
No.
This one gonna be a little bit harder. I gave this one to you on purpose because the next one should be a piece of cake for you. So I gave this one to you for on purpose.
Who's the best wide receivers in the league?
Okay, maybe I got it. I think I got it. Who's an 80 though?
I'm blanking on like who's the best wide receivers in the league that possibly be like a 91.
I think it's one or two teams. Maybe I'm way off.
It's shit.
Are you gonna say conference? Are you gonna say conference?
You guys can ask me, so you know.
Is it NFC? NFC? Is it NFC?
It is NFC, yes.
Okay.
That did not make it easier. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Okay, now it makes sense.
I
hope this is right.
Q, if you don't know, just pass it out to Max, and now you can do the next one. Q, you should know.
Yeah, Max. This better not be who I think it is. But I'm gonna go to Max, and if you say the team I think it is, I'm gonna be highly upset because this shouldn't be that team.
This will just narrow it down. Did this team make the playoffs?
Yes.
Tampa.
It is Tampa. Yep.
That's crazy.
I was thinking Seattle. I was thinking Seattle too.
No, it couldn't be Seattle. DK Metcalf's 87.
He's down that low.
Yeah. The reason why I didn't go with Tampa because Baker's not a 79 in Madden no more. You feel me? And like I said, I was just playing Madden, so that's why I'm like, I can't beat Tampa.
What is his overall now?
I mean, I guess it's an 82 or 83.
Okay.
I think it's 82.
To be honest, Ronald Jones being an 80s kind of Ronald Jones.
That's Rashad
White. Rashad White being an 80 is crazy.
All right, so the quarterback is Baker Mayfield. Tight end is Cade Otton. The wide receiver is Mike Evans. Other wide receiver is Chris Godwin. And then running back Rashad White, and the defense is obviously 83. My bad if Baker's at 82 now. I didn't know. I just looked it up. I just looked it up on the internet. So, all right. Next team, Q. You should know this one. What team is this, Q?
I should know this. Like I'm just a Madden dude. It's obviously this your people's. This your dude.
Hey, just give me a guess, man. Just give me a guess.
He's trying to trip it up. He's trying to trick it up. He's trying to trip it up.
It got to be the Chiefs.
It could be the Ravens.
It's not the Chiefs.
It's the Ravens.
Lamar not a 98.
It is the Ravens.
It's the Ravens.
When I looked up, he is 98.
Excuse me. It could have, because really Patrick Mahomes supposed to be a 99. You feel me?
But Kelsey had a down year. But he's still not a 94 down year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a 99.
Yeah.
So I just figured you feel me?
No, 100%. He was trying to. I thought he was trying to trip up though.
Yeah, Lamar is like a 95. I got Lamar. Matter of fact.
Let me look, bro. I literally just looked on. Let me go filters, teams.
It probably didn't take on the updates.
Let me see. What the?
Yeah, it probably didn't just take on the updates. Like,
hold on, what'd you say?
I said they probably ain't just like they probably ain't update with like the updates because Madden update like every 2 days.
Let me look, bro. I'm trying to see. I'm looking at the thing right here. Let me look up Lamar Jackson. This EA.com that I be getting the sources from 98 overall. Look, Q. This EA.com, bro. That's where I got this is where I got all the ratings from.
Damn.
Look at Baker.
That's bad chop. But that's cool.
Who's the 80? Who's
That's
the 81?
cool. I'll take the hit on that.
84 Zay is 81 Odell.
It is.
And then running back is JK, or are they putting someone else there?
That's probably
no, it's Gus Edwards. So yeah, the quarterback is obviously Lamar. The wide receiver is Zay Flowers. Tight end, Mark Andrews. Wide receiver Odell. Running back Gus Edwards, and the defense is obviously elite. So that's them. Yep. I really said this. You should know this, Q, because this is the Ravens. That's why I said that. But that's gonna do it. But
I'm saying, like, since I play it, like, I know I be like certain play, like I have Lamar, like I had Lamar, so I know what his overall is. It ain't a 98. You feel me?
No, are you playing?
Is it different?
Right here,
is it different than Mud or franchise? Is it different than Mud and franchise?
No. If it update, but
wait.
Okay.
Mud's got different cards though.
He's talking about franchise. He played franchise, right?
This regular like had that.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be looking at EA.com.
I'm saying.
I was looking at EA.com and whatever they got on there is what they got on there. So yeah, if they do got to change that, they'll just get more comments. Like, yeah, he's actually not you know what I'm saying? So that's good. That was a good episode though, about an hour long. If you guys made it to this point, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on our social media channels. We're gonna be back. We honestly was gonna do a basketball episode. We kind of changed into football at the last moment, so we should be back with some basketball content pretty soon. But that's gonna do it. If y'all don't got nothing else to say, we gonna head out.
All good.
All right, y'all.